You know, in my early career, I very easily got offended. Hi, I'm Lynda Cromar, and you can find me at lyndacromar.com. Now, why do I bring that up? I think that it's important for you to understand that we're dealing with people. We're dealing with emotions, very, very serious emotions a lot of the time. And I want to tell you a story to help illustrate why I said what I did. Just a few years ago, I was in another company, and I'm no longer in it, and this is going to be the story of why. That we had this lady that was a diamond. When I first met her, and of course it was on the telephone, actually she was introduced to me by a young man that was actually my first contact. And he worked part-time, so he wasn't there a lot. So he trusted her to kind of take care of me. But what she did instead is sponsor me directly to her. And I was not really understanding their plan enough to know that's what she did. And that basically cut him out. Then she placed me back down under him, which means that she got the matching bonus or whatever it is, the coding bonus for anything that happened under me from then on, because of how she placed me. Now that didn't really, I didn't really understand that till quite a bit later, but now that I have a little bit better understanding how companies work, that is exactly what she did. And then she had a group that she was, the leader over, and it was sort of like her law was the law. And there's nothing wrong with that if you're being righteous about it. Now, what I mean by that is that you're not just lording it over people, because that's important not to. So some of her people that were in the group had reached the same level that she did. They were all diamonds. There was about 3 of them. And they decided to branch out and create their own groups. Now 2 of them got together and created a training themselves. And so we had our own calls. We didn't do webinars, we had calls. And in those, we would strategize about different kinds of marketing that we could do to help to build our business. She got it in her head, though, that we did that for the purpose of offending her. She got very offended. And it wasn't enough that she wanted to talk to people and find out the story. She even sent in spies into the call, and then they would come back and actually lie to her, because we never spent any time talking about her. We were really trying to build our business and trying to learn the right things to do, and most of us had no knowledge, and we were all just sort of figuring it out together. But she became so offended that she actually single-handedly, through being backbiting, through accusations that were not true, and various different things like that, she actually dismantled her entire downline. And I was just like flabbergasted to see somebody that was supposed to be a leader do that. And so I vowed that no matter what happens, because you're dealing with humans, and I'm not perfect at it, obviously, because I'm human too, but I vowed that I would never let my own personal feelings ever affect my downline and destroy them like I saw her do. Now, like I said, this was several years ago in another company I'm not in today. But it's a lesson well learned. And the reason why I'm sharing it today is because when we're talking about dealing with humans, there is a lot of emotion. When we're dealing with people's dreams and goals, their personal situation, which is usually uncomfortable and difficult, and obviously their fears around doing something that's new and difficult, we're going to have some emotional static going on, which we have to be willing to kind of walk around carefully and not be saying things that are going to cause more friction and difficulty. such as this lady did. I mean, she actually had phone calls and chats with me, accusing me of doing things that I hadn't done, that I was totally innocent of. I was very hurt. I ended up completely leaving the company and that whole group because of it. And many of the others did also. So that is why you don't want to behave like that. If there is some kind of a difficulty between two people, it's better that those two people go to their upline and try to iron it out than for the upline to go down, as what she did. She went downline to all of the individuals trying to find out the truth, of which there was no truth that she was looking for, and it completely destroyed it. So what can you learn from this today? Very often we take offense because we shade what somebody has said or done by our own perceptions and by our own development wherever it is. Now, what do I mean? I mean, if you are brand new, you haven't been through a lot of personal development, you're probably more vulnerable to doing something like this than if you've been in it a while and you've worked on yourself. So you're a little bit more delicate, and then you have to be a little more careful. Taking on leadership too soon can actually be difficult, and you need to have help with that. Obviously, if you've got a really good upline that you can count on, you need mentors you can count on to help you out, to talk it through, so that you do not do harm to your upline or downline. I really hope that you take this to heart, because I see it happening a lot in the network marketing business, because we're dealing with humans, and humans are emotional. I hope you have a very awesome day, and do stop by LyndaCromar.com and let's talk. Bye for now. Bye for now.